All right. Hey, everyone. It's Leslie with Comfortable Shoes Studio here. And just recording vlog number 11, or the voiceover for vlog number 11. I recorded the videos for this a few days ago or across the last few days. I do want to let you know that I know some of you don't like spinning video or video that includes a lot of motion. So there is a section of this video from 3 minutes 56 seconds to 5 minutes 18 seconds where I was playing around with putting my camera on some playground equipment to get a spinning video, and I was having fun with it and added it to this video. So if you don't want to see that at 3 minutes to 56 seconds, I would minimize the video and look away and just listen. So one of the things that I did want to talk about, I wanted to respond to a couple of comments on some of my other videos. The first comment was about my confidence on camera during my last few, not last few videos, but my previous videos, the videos that I used to upload. And it took years of practice to get that kind of confidence on camera, and generally anywhere from 3 to 5, if not more, takes to get that sort of confident look in my video. It was a lot of work, and I will say that when the trolls came and started making fun of my appearance, that it really undermined that confidence on camera. I didn't want to be on camera anymore, so I stopped making videos. And it is still, I noticed that I'm showing myself on video a little bit, and I've only recorded, I think, 2 videos where I actually have my face on camera. So I am attempting to work on that a little more, and I'll get there eventually. But it is a thing. So I am working on that. But I do want to regain that confidence that I worked so hard to get. I am doing fewer takes. The other thing that I wanted to talk about is the idea of not being focused on the latest and greatest new supplies. That's always been kind of a struggle for me because I love new toys. I do love shiny new things. But when it comes to making art, I find myself going back to the same thing again and again and again and again. And I think gaining control and learning how to use something really well has an entirely other sense of satisfaction with it. Learning something new or a new material has this like new shiny component to it. It's exciting to try something new, but it also, there's a lot of work to learn how to use that thing really well. It can take years of effort to learn how to do something well. And that's kind of where I'm at with a lot of my materials, particularly when it comes to art journaling, using a sketchbook, and making art. I found myself going back to the trusted and true, pencils, ballpoint pens, paint markers, brush and ink, fountain pens, all of those things that you saw me using in my old videos. I still use those. And I have bought dozens of new fountain pens over the years. And again, I find myself going back to the same old fountain pens again and again and again. And I will do a whole video about the fountain pens that I use for making art. And more often than not, I go to a platinum preppy because I'm not worried about ruining it or damaging it. If I do ruin it or I do damage it, I don't care because it's a $5 fountain pen, or a Jinhao fountain pen. You get them all. You get a 10-pack on eBay for like $20, and you can put any kind of ink in it, and it's not a big deal. But again, I'll do a whole video about fountain pens at some point. Also, like, not worrying about the archival nature of many things or whether or not it's light fast. I do worry about that for my finished artwork. I do not worry about that when it comes to my art journal and my sketchbook, because I see that my art journal and my sketchbook are not finished pieces of art. They're places where I'm working out ideas and I'm playing around with things. And it's something where I'm not worried about the longevity of it because I'm not necessarily mining my art journal for ideas for artwork. Sometimes, yeah, absolutely. I have these great ideas and I develop them more in my, like, in another sketchbook, in, or even in my art journal, I'll develop an idea more. Um, but that's not for me the function of my art journal. But again, going back to that latest and greatest new supplies, I think focusing on the shiny and the new and the exciting is not always beneficial to an art journaler. I think it's distracting from the work and the process of the art journal. When you are making an art journal, you're working in your art journal, there is this process of exploration, and it is self-exploration. And for me, if I am using a new art material, I'm focusing on the material itself, or the tool itself, and much less on the process of the art journal, the exploration of the self in my art journal. And it's fine to get caught up in the materials, but I don't always see that as healthy or helpful, rather helpful for me. And that's why I don't focus on the latest and greatest new supplies. I focus on the tried and true, gel pens, Sharpies, ballpoint pens, and all of those things, because they work and they work again and again and again. And I really like it when my materials work and they do what I expect them to. And I get frustrated when they don't do what I expect them to, and I discard them when they're no longer working for me. And yeah, so I think going back and using some of your older supplies or your tried and true is ultimately going to be more beneficial in your art journal. And with that, I've used up my 7 minutes and 23 seconds talking. So thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in to my vlog. And, hit that subscribe button and hit the bell for notification so you know when something new is coming up.